of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job and then I found a job.
This
and
is
heaven knows I'm miserable now in my life.
Alright crew, what's going on? Dinner crew, how's it going? Alright, you guys know we have a full house tonight. A lot of people coming in, gonna be really busy. I need you on appetizers, you're gonna be on entrees. I know you can handle it.
Yes,
You
sir.
better be able to.
Yes, sir.
You'll be fine. The morning crew cleaned up real nice for you guys. We got plenty of room for you. Plenty of prep room, spices, oils, whatever. Yeah, I can give more prep room, whatever. Cook food there. Alright, you guys saw your prep work when you clocked in this morning on the whiteboard. You know what you're doing. Like I said, entrees, appetizers, whatever. Just have fun, I guess. Don't do anything stupid. Joe, be alright. Have a good night, whatever. I'll be in the office.
Damn, I hate being sober. I'm a smoker. Afraid I won't drink. I take no Kwakamole water, but we can't spell sober.
Alright crew, how's it going? Prep work coming along nicely?
So, it's coming along all right.
Yeah, I have this potato.
Oh, good work. You might want to take the sticker off and boil it first. But so far, you're doing really well. I like your progress. How about you, DJ? How's your prep work going?
It's JD.
Okay, Bruce Lee. She's got some interesting items here on your cutting board.
I'm just preparing what sous chef taught me to prepare. We've got some perfect onions here, some perfect eggs. Not really sure what you're complaining about.
None of these are even cut to the same size. Aren't your people good at math?
What are you trying to say right now?
I'm trying to say that you can't see what's on your cutting board. Open up, man.
Obviously, I have exactly what she has, plus some more. I think I'm doing quite a good job.
Calm down there, Jackie Chan. Why can't you work as hard as her?
Who wants tater tots?
Shit, man! It's something about the nobody
Get out of there with that, Jet Li! Get back to China!
You can dig there with this.
Thanks, babe.
This is Tommy Bahama. He's here to fix the bar. He's got his trusty dusty notebook and his laptop to spy on the bar and see what they're doing wrong. He's gonna fix this bar once and for all.
Oh man, they don't realize I'm recording him, but this looks like a normal fight. It's one of the workers getting mad at the general manager. It seems like that general manager seems to be picking on him because what it seems like he's Asian, maybe a Taiwanese complexion, and then the other worker, Monica, isn't really doing too much. She's kind of just drinking, doing her own thing, not really cooking the yams and potatoes. And for what it looks like, it's getting pretty heated. Oh, we just had a push, and they're gonna start a fight. This is very unprofessional.
12 seconds later.
And they're taking shots on the job. Very, very unprofessional. Very, very unprofessional. So as you guys watched and saw, this restaurant has a lot of problems. First, it's a bar, but from what it looks like, it doesn't really seem to be much of a bar itself. There were no drinks made. The team wasn't communicating very well. It was very, very unorganized, very established. And I think we have a few things we have to touch on before we can go about fixing this. The first thing is they were very unprofessional. And things were more personal, you know? You witnessed head manager Alex. He was just berating JD, just calling him all sorts of names, calling him Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee. May in fact may not be from Asia, it could be from anywhere. That's very unethical in its right and is very wrong morally. You shouldn't do things like that. Now, second of all, he was also very touchy and handsy with the other employee, Megan. See, as you saw, he came in, he gave her a nice little butt tap, butt crunch. I don't know, whatever you want to call it nowadays. But you shouldn't do that in the workplace. Those things are very wrong and very unethical and can really make her feel out of place and really put her in a bad position. Maybe, you know, maybe she'll want to sue him, maybe she'll feel upset. want to quit. You don't want those things to happen. The second thing is you can't yell curse words in the restaurant, because sometimes you have an open bar, you have an open restaurant, and the people who are seated, the customers, they really do hear these things and it kind of sits with them. If you're yelling, oh, F this, F that, they might say, oh, I have a child. I don't want my child in this restaurant or this establishment listening to these words. I don't want them to say that at home. So that's not a good thing to do at all. The third thing is negative feedback. When head chef and head manager Alex came in, he immediately went for JD and told him, hey, you're not doing this right. You're not getting the job done. I want you to work hard. I want you to work faster, and just hit him with a bunch of racial slurs. When in fact, it was Megan who wasn't really doing too much. Now, don't get me wrong. She wasn't not doing much, but she wasn't also overperforming either. She was probably just right there in the middle. And JD was actually excelling in his work. He was doing a great job. He had the eggs cut. He had the onions cut. If he was doing a poor job, then maybe you sit him down and say, hey man, I need you to pick it up, prime hours are coming, peak hours are coming, please. I need you to just get with me on this. But you can't tell him like, hey Jackie Chan, go back to China, or hey Jet Li, go back to North Korea, which you can't even enter anymore, things like that. It's very rude, very mean, and it just has no place in the workplace. The last thing is, I'm gonna tell you the definition of ethics, and what that is that it's a set of moral principles, especially ones relating or affirming a specified group, field, or form of conduct. And basically what that means is it's just a group of morals that you have and you hold dear so that things don't really get out of place. So you don't touch people inappropriately in the workplace. You don't slur people from where they're from or their heritage or ethnic background. Just things like that are very prime examples, and it can actually do a lot to hurt the organization or the company. I guess in the next segment we'll go ahead and see what kind of goals we need to make this place operational. But for right now, this place is just a crap hole. It's a crapshoot, and we're just gonna see if we can make it better and make it into a nice blossoming cherry of some sort.
Come on.
Alex.
Tommy, what's up?
Oh, Mr. Bahama, please.
Mr. Bahama, yeah.
How are you today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. So tell me about your restaurant, huh?
Alright, well yeah, this is Kwakamole Bar and Grill. We're...
Oh my god! It's Tommy Bahama! Oh my god, can you sign my big spoon? I'm taking it to the Super Bowl!
Get out of here!
So tell me about this restaurant, buddy. Tell me what's going on here. Tell me about your establishment.
Well, it's we have a small restaurant and bar here. We mostly specialize in serving University of Delaware. We have a pretty decent menu. We specialize in yams and yam products.
Interesting. I see. What's that there? Is that a yam? Is that a yam?
Yeah.
That might actually be a sweet potato. I don't know what to tell you. Give me a walkthrough. Show me what's going on in the back here.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me what's going on here.
Well, this is our kitchen. It's not too big, but we make do with what we can. I've got a really great crew, very motivated, very skilled. So they do what they can with the space. We got some prep back here that they're working on.
Okay.
I came in and checked on them earlier. We had a nice discussion.
Okay.
Like I said, specialize in yams.
Okay. I see you guys have a lot of alcohol here, taking a lot of shots. What's going on?
That's the customers.
That's customers?
Yeah, they sent it back, so we have it back in the kitchen.
Okay. You mind to throw that out? It's very health violation, but
you're right, absolutely.
Yes, just get rid of that. So tell me about your workers. Tell me what's going on. Good relationships? Are they happy? Are they enthusiastic?
Well, right now we're about to start our dinner menu. So we've got my two dinner chefs here. They're great kids, very motivated. They love being here. I love having them.
I'm glad to hear that. We're gonna talk to them about that later. I hope it really coincides. I hope they really do like the job and you are treating them very well.
I'm sure they'll say wonderful things about me and my business.
Good. I hope to hear it. Well, I just met with the head manager, Alex. Seems like a nice guy. Maybe a good head of shoulders, I'm not really too sure. But from what I gathered, his restaurant isn't doing too great. He told me that they serve yams, and really all I saw were sweet potatoes. Second of all, he told me his workers were very happy with him, and one was just yelling things in the background, things that had nothing to do with anything, and the other wasn't really anywhere to be found. I guess when I go back in there, I gotta talk to the workers, see where their heads are at, and just bring them all together, see what we need to do, and how we need to move forward, and then go from there. JD, how are we?
Very well, thank you. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Megan, how are we?
Hey, it's a real pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. Now, you guys, tell me about your manager. Tell me, how's he treating you? What's your relationship with him?
Well, to be 100% honest, I feel like he singles me out a good bit.
And could you elaborate on that, please?
I feel like it has to do a little bit with my race.
Really?
Obviously, I do come off a little bit Asian. He definitely takes that and definitely points it out that I'm very Asian.
Does he call you names? Does he push you around?
My eyes are very squinty.
Okay.
Says I can't see things.
Okay.
Says I should be smarter. Says I should be able to do things better.
Okay.
But honestly, I think I try very hard and I do things just as well as I should be able to do them.
That's good. It's very good. I'm glad you're pointing these things out because he wouldn't have told me that. He actually told me, in fact, that You guys are very close, very tight. The way you're describing it to me seems like that might not actually be the case. Megan, how about you? How does he treat you?
I mean, I don't know. I like him because he gives me an extra raise, but sometimes he like touches my butt and it makes me uncomfortable.
It's okay.
It's alright. I'll work it out.
Yeah, it's alright.
And we'll definitely get to the bottom of this and figure it out, because in a workplace things like that should never happen. And
Tommy Bahama's touching me!
I love the enthusiasm. I'm gonna ask you two to come with me so we can sit down and talk about this and maybe get to some more conclusion so we can help you guys moving forward in your careers, alright?
Thank you, Tommy Bahama.
Absolutely. Come on this way, boys. Well, I'm glad you guys could join me. We're gonna talk about what's going wrong here and how we can move forward. I'm just gonna go ahead and call Alex to come over. Alex, could you please enter this room, please?
Tom.
Mr. Bahama, please.
Yeah, Mr. Tom.
Guys, what we have here is a very dysfunctional relationship between the three of you. So I guess the first thing would be, Alex, you have to maintain professionalism at all times. Can't yell at your teammates, you can't yell at them for no reason. If they're doing the work you ask, then there's really nothing to yell at them about. On the other side, you can't touch them either. It's very unprofessional. It could be borderline illegal. You might get sued for it. Go ahead, speak.
You're good.
Alright, thank you. It's against the law. It's considered offensive touching or inappropriate touching, and you know, Megan doesn't like it.
What? I continue.
She doesn't. You can't do that from here on out if you want this relationship and this establishment to work. Moving on. The second one is you can't yell curse words because you guys do have an open environment, an open bar, very open kitchen. And if you're yelling like F-bombs and just very vulgar comments and your guests hear that, they may say like, oh, I have children, I don't want to come here anymore, you know? And you don't want people to think that. You want people to think of you in a good light. You want people to think, hey, I want to come eat here with my family, I want to get a few drinks. The third thing is negative feedback. Earlier, I do have it on camera that you were yelling at JD, telling him he wasn't doing enough work. You didn't ask him to make any specific dishes, so he's just doing very...
I just wanted to make all the entrees.
And he was getting there. He was definitely reaching that. He was chopping stuff up, separating things out. You know, Megan also was doing a fine job. She wasn't moving as fast, which is fine. Everyone was their own pace.
There.
They all work at different paces, and what you have to understand is everyone is very diverse. He comes from one place, she comes from another, but they're both still your workers. They're both still equal people, and you gotta treat them the same, you know? Just because she's a woman and he comes somewhere else doesn't mean that they're totally different people. They both do the same thing. They both get paid the same, so you can't treat them any differently when they do the same work and when they're getting the same results. In your case, your best case would be to motivate them, you know? Tell JD, you know, hey man.
I tell him when he's doing shit wrong.
See, that's negative. That's negative, man. You can't do negativity. You gotta tell him like, hey man, I appreciate what you're doing.
Is that not what I did today?
I was being discriminated against.
I was just trying to guide you, help you out.
Well, you saw it for yourself.
I did.
How were the eggs that I made?
They were fine. They were eggs. They were boiled and sliced. And so moving forward, I have a few goals here. First one being, you have to hold each other accountable. You know, if he's overexerting himself and she's not exerting as much effort, you know, maybe you need to come for a compromise. You know, tell him, you chop yams and you boil the yams, you know, or you slice up sweet potatoes, you peel the sweet potatoes, but you gotta meet something in the middle. So one person's not extremely exhausted and one person's just kind of just hanging around, you know? My second thing is that you cannot drink on the job. That impairs all your cooking skills, impairs every good decision you could make.
But working is so boring without it.
I keep an eye on her when she drinks.
I understand that, but you can't keep an eye on her the whole time.
And when she gets very drunk, she stays in my office and she's safe there. She's not going to interrupt the customers' dinners or anything like that.
See, you can't do that. You can have her in your office personally. My third one is work efficiently. So what you need to do is you need to delegate responsibilities and make sure everyone's staying up to date and just work together. Be a team. You know, you're the team captain. You call the shots. You make the rules. All you have to do is just enforce them. Just be a little nicer about it, man. Just do what you have to do to keep it going smoothly, alright? That's all I'm saying.
Everyone join me, hold hands, guys. 3, 2, 1, team, yeah! Yeah!
I need to turn this place around, and I'm going to. I want to. I started this place because I love it. Kwakamole was my dream, but I've run into the ground. So we're rebranding, we're fixing our issues, I'm fixing my issues. We're coming back strong, it's Quackadoodle-Doo. I've been terrible to my employees, obviously. Tommy Bahama knew it, my customers knew it, I know it, I've always known it. I'm gonna change. This place is gonna be good again.
I'm gonna be honest. Back then, me and my manager didn't have a great relationship. He hurt me, my insides. I'm talking about my heart and my brain. But now, We're turning over the page. We're starting a new decade. He's gonna support me. I will support him. And together, we'll make this restaurant a much better place for our customers and our coworkers alike.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. Even though it's fun, I have to focus, and I know that Chef Alex really wants to get the restaurant going well. And I really do like him, like he's a nice guy, but he can at least take me out to dinner first before he touches me inappropriately. But I'm like really down to make this place better, and I'm gonna start now. Thanks.
What's up, bud?
Thank you, boss! Yes!
You hated that.
Okay, take one done.
No, you were doing that.
Would you eat that?
What the fuck?
Pleasure to meet you.
How you doing?
Tell me about your establishment.
Oh my gosh! I drew two.
3, 2, 1, team, yeah! Yeah! Yes!
I'm so wasted. I love Tommy